Всем привет, с вами Виктор. И мы продолжаем играть в игру под названием Life is Strange Double X Посур. Жмем продолжить, продолжаем. Итак, на прошлом стриме мы, если честно, прошлый стрим был очень-очень сильно короткий, но тем не менее. Софи стреляла Макс. Мы это узнали. Ну, точнее, мы думаем, что увидели, как это на фотографии, что именно Макс в нее целилась. Что именно Макс в нее был на фотографии. Что, ну, вот как-то вот так. Теории, я выставил свои теории на прошлом стриме, что как-то, скорее всего, как-то в какую сторону-то выведет, но это все лишь теория, ничем не подкрепленная, так что вот просто моя версия. Но я не знаю, даже понятия не имею, насколько она выйдет к финалу. Я тоже ни хера не понимаю.
Let's take a look at the evidence for the cajillionth time. I've gotta be missing something. No matter what that photo of me suggests, there's no way I shot Sophie.
Да, мне что-то кажется, что вполне себе могла. Но там, скорее всего, что-то большее.
Moses, when this is all over, I'll play as many games of Mana Massive as you want. I swear. I read the beginning. It's annoyingly good. Unfortunately, Lucas didn't include an evidence that I killed Sophie chapter.
Так, объясните, что это такое?
Restraining Order Lucas said Sophie once threatened to turn his son against him. That certainly implies some bad blood in their past. But that Lucas was scared of Sophie, not out for revenge. None of this is conclusive enough.
Так, снимок этот.
Is that me? Did I go back in time and do that? It doesn't make any sense. And I would never hurt Sophie. Not on purpose. That isn't me. It can't be. There's also that flash drive from Gwen. Maybe something on there will crack the case wide open.
Так, ну что?
Sorry, Gwen. If there's something useful on this, maybe you'll thank me later.
Да, смотреть. Что там флешку спасли.
Hold on. She's looking right at the camera, like she knows it's there. Does she want to get caught?
А что там продавал-то?
Or is this another doppelganger?
Да, это. А, ты не хочешь мне это? Полностью видеозапись, да?
Maybe if I go object by object, an answer will jump out at me? Why on earth did Gwen cancel Sophie's book deal? Didn't she help her to get it in the first place?
Ну да. И... машина Софи.
Whoever did this had to go to so much trouble.
Стырит череп, оторвать у него рог, кинуть машину. Слишком много действий.
Vin definitely knows more about the cow skull than he's letting on. Plus, there was that photo of him and Sophie canoodling. But what does that even mean?
И?
Coffee. Coffee is friend. Get coffee now. No matter how much I stare at you, he refused to make sense. Moses?
Hello, Miss Caulfield.
Oh,
Я бы только тебя
fuck.
тут
Can I
не
come in?
хватало.
The
Да.
photo. If he sees that,
Она прям тут.
I have some questions for you.
Да, давайте. Не, так не надо.
Of course, I can answer your questions right here.
Well, this is a nice change of pace since yesterday. I appreciate the cooperation. There are just a few details I'm struggling to make sense of.
Это каких интересно?
Go ahead.
Arcadia Bay, where you went to high school, right?
Да, было такое дело.
Yes?
Первая часть про нее была.
A beautiful town with a surprisingly violent story to tell. Not unlike...
Arcadia Bay and Safi are not connected.
A whole town wiped out by a freak storm. What do you think, Miss Caulfield? Are you the one who's unlucky? Or is it just everyone who ever meets you?
Just my shit luck, I guess.
Oh, hard life, isn't it?
Detective, I'm not answering any more of his questions.
Да чего вы такие странные вопросы задаете?
What the fuck happened to the telescope, Maxine?
Ну, мы с Мозесом его собрали.
Moses and I put it together the day after Safi died, so we didn't have to be alone.
It's a cute story, but it's bullshit.
I don't know what you want me to say.
All right,
Yeah.
enough. We're not getting anywhere. This case has been abnormal from the beginning. None of the evidence makes any sense.
at least that's something we can agree on.
But I know why now.
И какую же?
Somehow, all this death leads to you.
Это интересно
not
как?
true.
Я не верю.
He saw it. He saw the photo. Stupid, Max. Stupid, stupid.
Он видел
What the
фотку,
hell do
но...
I do now?
Он фотку видел, но не видел, что конкретно на ней.
None of this makes any sense. What happened that night? Why the fuck am I in this picture?
Ну, тут я правда
The
нет.
old me would have just jumped back in time to the moment this photo was taken. Maybe I still could.
Да, попробуем. Не, нифига, да? Так, сфокусироваться. Так, это вверх-вниз. Так, еще.
So that's what it feels like to capture the perfect photo.
No.
Feels good. Final.
Sophie.
It's here too.
But there wasn't a storm the day Sophie died.
Maybe we are cursed. You, me, and Maya.
Sophie, wait. Who is Maya? What was she talking about?
Stop stalling, Max.
I don't understand. What do you want from me?
Pull the trigger.
Ну. Столько же вопросов осталось.
What? No. No, that wasn't enough time.
Если в первой части, блин, там мы сами влезли туда, куда не надо было влезать, и изначально перемотали. То есть мы не влезали, оно само произошло.
Come on. If I can just... Fuck!
Не, пик, у нас силенок не хватает. Давно практики не было. Практики давно не было.
Moses, you were right. I don't know how, but you were. I have to tell him everything.
Переместить какой-нибудь любой предмет из другого мира, типа, да? Смотри, показать, вау, посмотри, приколы, фокусы. В этом виде, в плане, да? Так, что у нас тут? На площадке, Макс, ты серьезно, я уже не понимаю, но это очень важно. Пожалуйста, приходи, ладно, спасибо. Так, что-нибудь еще, может быть? Всю ночь пролежал, глядя в странный потолок, все кругом спят. Так, Ким. Так, Дэймонд. Перед дня тишина, никогда ни жопы ничего не говорят, есть только невнятный слух про детектива Одерма, который там кто-то кого-то там подозревает. Экзамены отложили. Черепашку все еще так же ждете. Приходите за вечерним в кофе или просто чтобы не было одиноко. Винь. Научите кого-нибудь удаленно взломать чужие телефоны, чтобы больше не включались, а то кое-кто задолбал уже сообщениями. Так, лимоз. Однажды меня спросили, чем мне так нравятся числа. У чисел нет чувств, поэтому их намного проще понять. Они просто существуют и все. Окей. Ну, пошли. Надо тогда с Мозесом побеседовать.
Moses is waiting for me up there. Hopefully.
Так, зачем нам перемещаться? Нам тут вроде нормально. Не? Ну да. Тут ни хера ничего и нету. Да, так я пробегусь, может быть, это.
Did the cops take it down on Alderman's orders?
Ну да, тут что
He's
еще
not
тут?
here. Yet. Let's give him a few minutes. Maybe wait on the bench. If I didn't know what used to be here, I'd find this really beautiful. I know Sophie would have something poetic to say about this. If only.
Все?
If I didn't know what used to be here, I'd find this really beautiful.
Ну, то есть тут, скорее всего, тут тоже, скорее всего, какой-то этот придет, да? Ну тут я ни хера не менял. Тут я никаким образом тут не влезал. Если в первой части, там ладно.
Yet. Let's give him a few minutes.
В первой части мы
Maybe
влезли.
wait on the bench.
И
Might
только
as well
откат
gather my
помог.
thoughts before Moses gets here.
Помог бы.
Stay the fuck away from me.
What if he doesn't come?
Должен.
I couldn't blame him. I killed his best friend. What does that say about me? That any version of me, could do something like that?
Что если это из другой реальности ты там перетащилась?
He's probably not coming.
Та реальность тоже вроде жила как-то каким-то боком. Независимо от этой. Ну как? Как жила? Бля, она, скорее всего, рассоединилась тут вот в этот момент, иначе там слишком много было этих разделений. А так там совсем незначительно. Фиг его знает, короче.
Diamond knows where I am and who I'm meeting. So don't do anything stupid.
I deserved that.
You wanted to talk. So talk. Tell me the truth. Tell me why you did it.
Скорее всего, пока еще.
I don't think I've actually done it yet. I think it was a future
Нет, там-
version of me.
Что так бред будет.
Moses, wait! I asked you to come here so I could show you proof. Something is weird about this place. Look. These flowers.
What are the odds they'd bloom in the middle of winter? Exactly in the shape of Sophie's body?
5 minutes and then I leave.
Okay. So, what if I told you there's this other timeline where Sophie is alive and I can travel between this timeline and that one?
4 minutes.
4.
I know that it sounds insane.
Надо что-то
But I can
придумать.
show you. I'll hop from this timeline to the other. You'll see me poof disappear.
Yeah, to some magical fantasy world where you didn't kill Safi, right?
It's not a fantasy world. It's connected to this one. If I try to, I can even see the other one from here.
Wait, you can see across them?
And here, too.
So if you disappear or whatever, and I do something while you're gone,
I could tell you what it was when I come back. And then you'll believe me?
Не, так не работает,
Без
кажется.
Okay. Okay, deal.
Скорее всего.
All right.
Хотя мы
There's
там
a
уже вроде
chance Moses
перемещались.
will believe me. First, I gotta hop over to the other timeline.
Там мы уже перемещались, бегали там по этому кабинету. Ну.
Now to see what Moses is up to on the other side. Shit. I think Moses is too stunned to do anything. Let me jump back over to make sure I didn't break him.
Так, ну что ты будешь делать? Так,
I
ладно.
shouldn't leave yet.
Да я вот с этой
I
хотел.
shouldn't leave yet.
Ладно, давай сообщение посмотрим. Дневник 14. 7 декабря. Олдерман знает, что у меня есть способность. Он ломился ко мне, здорово меня напугал. Может быть, если я притворился, что на него смотрел, он не вперся бы ко мне, я что-то сомневаюсь. Самое жизнь, что он увидел тот снимок и просто улыбнулся, что за фигня. Он что-то задумал, я совсем не знаю, что он что делает, он ведь коп, как я ему помешаю. Ну это тут такое, ко мне вернулись старые способности, я увидел, как погибла Софи, все-таки это была я, не знаю как, но я должна это предотвратить, сейчас я буду бегать по кругу, не понимаю, что делать, чтобы это наконец случилось.
Shit. I think Moses is too stunned to do anything. Let me jump back over to make sure I
Ну, давай.
didn't break him.
Ну здорово.
Max? Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit.
I'm sorry if I upset you.
Upset me? Are you kidding? You did something physics says should be impossible. Is impossible.
So you believe me?
Yes. And no. You disappeared. Max, literally. I completely forgot to do anything.
Okay. Let's try it again.
Ладно, давай второй заход
Ready
сделаем.
when you are.
Давай второй заход.
Okay, let's try this again.
Так. Ага, понятно. Правая рука, да?
What did I do when you were away?
Правую руку вверх поднял. И да, вот так вот.
And then you said,
Что-то механический ангел какой-то. Блин, я не понял, я что-то не прочитал.
Machine Angel Polarity Shield.
Wrong. extremely wrong. But I did just watch you vanish into thin fucking air. Wow. I mean,
Yeah, near as I can tell, Sophie's death is where the timelines split. I think her absence is the only difference between the two.
Да, там свои приколы немного.
I guess that could be a big enough event to lead to.
You okay?
Осознает.
Oh, Sophie's alive over there, huh?
Да, там есть.
She is. And she's...
Don't say happy. We both know that would be a lie.
You're right.
When you see her again, can you give her something for me?
The bottle cap? How did you...
Sophie slipped it back to me that night. Found it in my equipment. You give that to her, tell her stay safe, Max. Make her swear to it.
I will. Promise. But I think she's going to need our help.
What do you mean?
When I was a teenager, I could rewind time. Just raise my hand and undo everything that had just been done.
Okay.
And if I had a photo, I could go back even farther.
Wait. Could. Past tense?
Yeah. Turns out when you try to change the past, you don't actually fix anything.
Sure. But what if the best way to fix things isn't changing your past, but rather changing your present?
How dare you bring logic to my pity party? The point is, I stopped using it, and now it barely works.
Okay, but there's a photo of you from that night with a gun. You're saying that could be a future you? Even though you can't do that anymore?
This morning, I tried rewinding into that photo. It felt like trying to flex an atrophied muscle. Nothing made sense. But I was there, in the past. Sophie mentioned Maya, and oh God, the storm.
Max?
Look, there's a timeline where, for some reason, I shot Sophie. This one. And there's a timeline where I didn't. I feel like, intentionally or not, these two worlds exist because of a decision I'm going to have to make.
Holy shit.
Moses, I've been here before. When I could rewind, it broke time. People got hurt. I can't let what happened in Arcadia Bay happen here too. Oh, shit.
Okay. First look at the crime scene is inconclusive. I'll need some further insight into Miss Llewellyn Fayette's mental state. Not to call a shot prematurely, but if this isn't suicide, I'd put money on a Mr. Moses Murphy, friend of the deceased, being the perp. I need to introduce myself to Mr. Murphy.
He's talking like he hasn't already met you. Like he's...
Alderman from yesterday. An alderman that already happened? Max, this is really bad. Time isn't supposed to act this way.
It appears something was removed from her person post-mortem. Maybe the camera her mother mentioned.
We need to get the hell out of here.
I fucking knew it. Returning to the scene of the crime? Amateur hour shit.
А что, нельзя,
How
что
that
ли?
A couple of small-time fuck-ups like you get under my skin.
А почему не мне нельзя?
You're not making any sense.
You want to talk about sense? Nothing about you makes sense. Telescopes don't put themselves together. Evidence doesn't disappear. You're going to pay for what you've done, Maxine Caulfield. And I'm here to collect.
Что там? Призрака, что ли, своего увидел, да?
Help me! Please, help! Max, watch out!
А что делать? Спасти.
Max, you have to let go!
I could have saved him, Moses. I could have saved him.
No, you couldn't have. Listen to me, Max. This place ate a man.
Ой, ёбаный, ты там немного опалился.
Moses, your hair. I told you. There's always a cost.
It started with Safi. Maybe if we can figure out why she died, then maybe we can prevent all of this.
That's what I've been trying to do. The whole day I've been talking to people and spying on them and taking their stuff.
Hey, Safi mentioned Maya, right? When you rewound?
Right. What do you think Maya has to do with all this?
No idea. Maya was before my time. But Gwen Hunter might know more than me. She was Safi's mentor during all that mess.
Gwen. Gotta go talk to Gwen.
Сейчас, секунду. Так, продолжаем.
I'm still shaking. Alderman was, and then he just wasn't.
А он типа из двух
And Moses
одновременно,
and I
да?
were standing so close. But I'm here now. I'm here. I'm all right. Okay, talk to Gwen, see what she knows about Maya, and while I'm at it, I'd like to know why she killed Sophie's book deal.
Надо. Надо. О, это точно надо узнать.
I could practically read my grade off.
My younger self might have thought this would make an edgy photo.
Так, что-нибудь еще тут есть? Ничего особого.
I, for one, kind of like the paper straws.
Бумажные трубочки никому не нравятся, мы поняли вас с первого раза. К сожалению, пока они не кончатся, а у нас их очень много. Заменить их на ваши любимые пластиковые мы не сможем. Блин, тут кофеварка, это вот варится прямо вот отсюда слышно. Как она булькает. Тут проблема...
Lo-fi ambient bellows to chill/study to. A classic.
Тут явная проблема вот со звуком.
Then boom! The spaceship crashes right in the middle of a park, and this alien crawls out of the hatch.
That seems like a lot of money for a student project.
I'm only gonna shoot the trailer. I figure I can cut costs doing some old school practical effects.
Seems like you've got a plan. Still very ambitious.
Go big or go home, right?
If we can't sit on tables, where are the cool kids expected to sit? In chairs? Like a bunch of squares?
Ладно, что еще есть?
Meeting tomorrow. Where? What meeting?
Завтра
Is it
собрание.
endorsing meetings in general?
Да, побольше информации хочется. Так, кабинет Гвен.
Audrey, I'm worried about Kim.
So am
Вот
I.
кто это, где это говорит?
None of my attempts to reach out have yielded results. You?
Nope.
Блин, тут надо, блин, может, я вот что-то как-то... Да не, здесь нету этой фигни, которую вот это... Звук настраивает. Вот вообще нету.
She's still not answering any of my calls.
Значит, так вот,
I
так
think
вот.
she's blocking them.
I saw her in the North Quad, but she turned and ran the other way.
This must be the professor Sophie TA'd for. She mentioned he liked to tear this one kid down, but failing him is harsh. I bet Sophie wouldn't mind me helping out one of her favorite students.
Не хочу там ничего менять. Не мое
What
это
she
дело.
needs is a friend she can empathize with.
How many pets is Chester finding on the daily?
Не таскайте зверей в кампус. Последнее предупреждение. Увижу хоть одно. Расскажу декану, вам лепит штраф. Честер Дженкинс, завкос.
I've got it. Let's send Kim a gift so she knows we're thinking about her. What's the humming about?
Так, пошли в Гвен.
Is receiving gifts truly the love language?
Gwen's office. Let's see what I can find out from her.
I will never be as cool as Gwen.
Не надо тебе такой.
Old school. Nice. It's alive.
Окей, она не завяла.
A black rose? Pretty morose. Happy holidays to my favorite prof. I don't think a happy holidays is in the cards. One of Sophie's former students, I guess.
Так. Ну, вот теперь... Не, подожди.
It takes me ages to comment on one student photo. I can't imagine having to grade exams.
Спрашивай.
Is that Sophie's book? Hey, Gwen.
Max, hey! To what do I owe the pleasure?
Actually, I need to talk to you about
Не,
Sophie.
информация нужна.
No reason to beat around the bush. I know you got Sophie's book deal canceled.
Shit.
What I don't understand is why.
Look, I don't know what I'm at liberty to tell you, but I'll do my best. What do you want to know?
That book meant the world to Sophie. You had to know that losing it would break her heart.
Of course I did. I busted my ass to help Safi get that deal in the first place.
Но.
Introduced her to my agent, my publisher, lobbied for her. I don't regret it. That book was good.
Но.
This keeps getting weirder and weirder. Let me get this straight. You helped Sophie get the deal, and then you killed it?
If it had to be done, it made sense for me to do it. You know, I brought you into this world, etc.
So, what did you tell the publisher that made them nix the deal?
I told them there was incendiary content in the book.
Это какие интересно.
Which was true. It would have harmed a lot of people. Safi included.
Стоп, какие... А в чем провокация?
Sophie's book was incendiary?
Да, о чем было?
How? What was it about?
Forgive me for dancing around things. I wish I could be straight with you, really.
Мне в одном слове хотела.
How much did Safi tell you about Maya Okada?
Gwen's bringing up Maya? Time to pay attention.
Вообще не говорила.
Maya Okada? Sophie never mentioned the name.
Вот, ни разу.
She always did keep her cards close to her chest, didn't she? The two of them were like the creepy twins in The Shining. You never saw one without the other. And that Vin Lang kid used to follow the two of them around like a lost puppy. But then Maya took her own life.
And that's what Sophie wrote about in her book?
Maya's death and everything around it. Her anger at her mom for even thinking of Caledon when she'd just lost a soulmate. Ultimately, I realized it wasn't worth putting Yasmin and Safi through all that again. I made a call. I don't know if it was the right one, but It's one I made.
Sounds like Yasmin can tell me more about Maya. I'll have to be tactful.
Блин, что-то я таки не понял, в чем провокация была. И пускай, что-то пускай.
One last thing. Is that Safi's manuscript?
Oh, part of it. Why?
Can I read it?
А может почитать? Я хочу посмотрю, где-то провокация находится.
Someone ought to.
Чисто из-за любознательности.
Reading Safi's manuscript after all this feels like, I don't know, being hit by a tidal wave.
Так. Миллионе миль у меня под ногами. Лежит она, одетая в воскресный наряд. Мы убили ее, мы сами это сделали, точнее не сделали ничего. Я убил ее, мой голос, точнее мое молчание. Книга Майи была подобна ребенку или опухоли, или пробудившейся в ней зверю. На первой странице она написала, что тонет, а последняя она ушла на дно. Да, рифма тут хромает прям. Блин, читал я, плохие стихи. У меня миллион миль, это у нас под название. Еще раз, у меня под ногами лежит она, одетая в воскресный наряд. Мы убили ее, мы сами это сделали, точнее не сделали ничего. Где рифма, а? Блин, вот тут это стихотворение. Я убил ее, мой голос, точнее мое молчание. Книга Майи была подобна ребенку или опухоль, или пробудившейся в ней зверю. На первой странице она написала, что тонет, а последняя она ушла на дно. Блин, это не в этом переводе надо где-то. Законы физики. Все утопленники всплывает, невысказанное не исчезает. Можно прорубить ее до куски и продать как мясо, но ее призрак остается цел. Сидит в углу моей кухни, смотрит на меня таким знакомым взглядом, будто просит разрешить перелет, пусть страницы упадут на землю, словно подстреленные птицы. Будто просит сделать все, лишь бы он не ушел безнаказанно. Ёбаный, нихера себе тут стихи. Ну это перевод. Это она про эту вот Акаду типа печатала. Ладно. Блин, тут, ну...
Whatever happened with Maya was explosive. Let's see what Yasmin has to say about her.
Есть что-нибудь интересное? А, не, здесь вообще ни хера нету.
Would you mind closing it behind you, Max?
Окей. Так, тут есть ничего интересное?
Guard your ankles.
Славная змейка, сосед по комнате забыл закрыть дверь. Пропала змея. Окей. Найду. Расскажу. Что там где-то змея была. А на улице гром гремит.
Yasmin liked to get coffee here in the afternoon. Before Safi died.
И что ты от меня хочешь? Ты сейчас про что хотела-то? Ты хочешь сказать, что она где-то вот тут, что ли, да?
Yasmin liked to get coffee here in the afternoon. Before Sophie died. Yasmin liked to get coffee here in the afternoon. Before Sophie died.
Блин, я посмотрел здесь, вот ее вроде здесь и нету. Давай телепортнемся, если ты так думаешь. Я через этот, через видение посмотрел, вроде... А, вон.
Sorry, Yasmin, but I'll need to interrupt your downtime with some questions.
Да. У меня же вопросы прям срочные.
No caffeine? This week of all weeks? I predict outright revolt before the week is out.
Ну, там трубочек нету, здесь кофе. Блин, тут укажи два этого. Точнее, там трубочки навалом. Здесь кофе нету.
My dearest Annabelle, I write to you from the front lines to inform you that the war on Christmas has been lost.
Ну что ж, здравствуйте.
Okay, time for a delicate conversation.
Окей.
Hi, Yasmin.
Maxine, how are you? I was worried after your nosebleed
Да,
yesterday.
бывает такое.
Like I said, I get those all the time.
Still, be careful. Small symptoms can be signs of larger problems. A toothache can mean a heart attack.
I'm gonna try not to think about that too hard. I was hoping we could talk.
Come, sit.
Have you seen Sophie today?
No. We're meeting later this afternoon. I can tell her you were looking for her.
You look like you've won the day. Coffee's that good?
Our ratings are. Caledon is once again one of the top universities in the country. The coffee is just so-so.
Так, а что тут? Еще можно спросить.
I heard about what happened to Dr. Hunter.
Yes,
Would you really fire her?
that depends on the findings of the committee. It's out of my hands now.
А, тут все может выбирать.
Did Sophie tell you her book deal was canceled?
What? No. How was she when she found out?
Not sure, but I bet she was devastated.
Oh, Sophia. I'll be sure to talk to her about this.
I wanted to ask you about something. Have you heard of a student named Maya Okada?
Of course. She took her own life. 4 years ago. A horrible tragedy.
I think Sophie's book was canceled because it was about Maya.
Impossible. Sophia didn't even know Maya.
Did Yasmin just lie to me? Do I call her out? she'll be pissed, but I can cut straight to the point. Or should I go along with it and see what narrative she's trying to spin?
Второе. Не подать виду.
Of course. I don't know why I thought they knew each other. It's just...
What?
Everyone seems to have a different opinion of Maya. It's hard to track what's true.
I understand that Ms. Okada was a bit chaotic.
So, she had a bad reputation. No wonder you didn't want her and Safi associated with each other.
Exactly. Strange. I really thought Vin's statement closed the matter.
Винь?
Shady cow skull throwing Vin is involved?
Enough ancient history. I have a favor to ask. Safia's been distant lately. Could you keep an eye on her for me?
Are you sure that I'm the best person to...
Yes. Because she trusts you. And I trust you.
Yeah. Sure. I'll look out for her.
Thank you, Maxine. Oh, the time. Let's do lunch again. Somewhere with more atmosphere than the other place.
That was odd. What did she mean by Vin's statement? Maybe I'd better talk to Vin myself.
Вот мы и спросим у него, когда будем на месте. Так, мне только тогда в календаре ничего не было, но София мне сказал, что он сказал, сейчас поищу. Майя была невероятно талантливая писательница, у нее также были проблемы с психикой. Мы пытались ей помочь, но это оказалось недостаточно. Если бы мы знали, что ситуация настолько тяжелая, то приложили бы больше усилий, но то, что нужно, что чудо. Так. Что еще? Диплом с отличием мне не светит, но экономика я кое-как сдал славам яйца. Что еще, Лукас? Лоретта. Вен, к сожалению, мне предложили покинуть Каледонский университет. Попробовал здесь много лет. Ой. Не мышовся, задерживаюсь с оценками, через несколько дней обязательно все выставлю. Заметки. Сама клянется, что на записи не она. Неужели опять двойник? Ну, мы точно знаем, что косяк у нее есть. Был, по крайней мере. И что мы лично в нее дунули. Так, Винни был парнем София, Майя, когда я лучшая подруга. Интересно, Винни общался с Майей.
He's probably in the admin building.
Так, пошли в администрацию. О,
Hey, sport. You're just gonna walk past me without saying hello?
здравствуйте. Нет, не прощения.
Oh, what a terrible mistake. Whatever shall I do?
I'm hurt, but I'm sure you can make it up to me.
I'll think of something. Anyway,
Там личинка как все
Amanda.
будет, да? Жду.
What are you doing on campus?
Just going on a coffee run?
But your coffee's better at the Turtle. This one tastes
Да,
like
я сегодня
ass.
не привезли.
Enough about me. What are you doing here?
I work here.
No. I mean, I just saw you talking to President Fayyad. What were you talking about?
Да так, там это... Вот так вот.
I was asking her about Safi and her relationship with a student named Maya Okada.
Oh. Why?
Интересно.
It's kind of a long story, but it's for something important.
This guy's always falling for you, isn't it?
You have no idea.
Well, I'll leave you to your something important. See you around, Tiger.
See you, Amanda.
Ладно.
He's probably in the admin building. Professor's sitting on the table?
Ну, другой мир, что-то теплый мир типа.
I can't imagine being this trusting. Don't they know there's snoops like me around?
О. Лоретто.
Hey, Loretta.
Oh, hi, Miss Caulfield. How are you?
Готов. Так, что?
Any new leads? Shake down anyone else for information lately?
No.
Crap! Wrong Loretta, Max.
You know what? Ignore me. I am lost in space. End of the semester.
Она
right?
здесь что, не даже это?
Yeah.
Другая, что ли?
Yeah, totally.
Anyway, catch you later, Loretta.
Ладно.
This school's success means a lot to Yasmin.
Пятый год подряд входит в десятку лучших. Ясмин рассказывает, как превратила неизвестный прежде университет в одно из крупнейших учебных заведений. Окей. Так, ладно, начнем отсюда, посмотрим. Тут ничего нету, тут все, тут точек нету. Ну, вообще ничего нету, все на местах. Ух ты, ничего себе здесь. Собрание.
A crush on Lucas? Really? Things can't be that bad, can they?
Книжный фестиваль в Берлингтоне. Вечер истины, вход по билетам. Гуманитарный институт Календонского университета. Окей.
Okay, Isabel, you were absolutely right. As always. What, was I right about? As it happens, a number of folks, faculty and staff alike, would love a hoarding.
Then an administrative assistant. He's an amazing actor. I saw a couple of his plays.
Здесь ничего и нету.
I didn't realize I needed cryptid erotica until just now.
Вообще ничего нету. Бля, мы где-нибудь еще тут побываем, кроме вот этих вот 3 локаций? 4.
I don't know this Vin as well, but let's see what I can do.
Ладно, пробуем.
Hey, Vin.
Yasmin's out right now. Sorry to disappoint. Unless you're here for me. In which case, I'll do my best to be of service.
Do you talk like this to everyone who comes near Yasmin's office?
I've never met a pissed off board member I can't defang with a little eyebrow action.
Speaking of Yasmin, how did you end up in her good graces?
Oh, it's been so long I can't remember. She probably saw me in The Importance of Being Earnest my freshman year. Not to brag, but I was kind of a campus sensation as Algernon.
So it had nothing to do with Maya Okada?
Wow. You know Maya's name. Am I supposed to collapse under the weight of that revelation?
You're supposed to talk to me like a human being about what happened with her.
What do you need me for, Super Sleuth? You're obviously capable of digging up ancient gossip on your own. Now, if you'll excuse me, Gwen's hearing completely scrambled Kahuna's schedule.
No casual chats about Maya. Noted.
Ладно.
I don't know this Vin as well, but let's see what I can do.
Давай тогда в другую сторону уйдем.
Looks like somebody had their last stand.
Так, где наш тут? Телепорт. Не? А где этот Винь?
The hedgehog, distant relative of the shrew, enjoys its rest after a full day's work for the kahuna.
Just don't break it?
I could just get you a new one. It cost me like $2.
I don't want a new one. I want the one you gave me.
Sophie bought him that hedgehog?
How nice of you to finally return my phone calls, Desmond.
I don't blame Vin for wanting to ditch Caledon and get a fresh start.
Так. Опыт такой-то, помогаю ректору такому-то, 2 года по настоящее время, младший помощник там, художественный руководитель театральной кафедры Календонского университета. Участвовал в там каких-то постановках, проводил мастер-классы там-то. Швейцарии, ассистент в театре Пергамент Калифорнии. Встречал гостей театра, помогал за кулисами. Первый год образования там-то. Почетное звание, награды, лауреат. Роль второго плана, постановки «Разлом». Окей.
Changing Yasmin's schedule must have been agonizing. For both her and Vin.
Ну я. Ну,
Looking for
суд.
gigs out on the West Coast, huh? Break a leg, Vin.
Подбор актеров в нашем городе. В Калифорнии срочный фильм «Телевидение модель». Независимое кино, коммерция вне профсоюза. Так, роль первого плана, легенда роль первого плана. Ищет себе кино, да, получается. Ищет, где сняться. Так, а где он сам-то?
I wanted to talk to you about Abraxas and who should be leading it.
Waiting until I'm down to try to kick me out, huh? I thought you were smarter than that. And nicer, Frank.
Oh no! Somebody abandoned their boy.
Don't mind us, Max. We were just finishing up.
Vin, Abraxas needs new blood.
You mean you need another line on your resume?
Hold up, can we talk? I just want to ask you about Maya.
Please. I can't handle the both of you. Trying to exploit my weak spots.
Did I just witness a failed crown snatching?
You gotta seize the opportunities when you can. And hey, it almost worked. Speaking of which, what's the deal with Maya? Isn't she the undergrad who died a while ago?
That's her? Why, do you know anything?
Just that Vin looks like he bit into a lemon anytime someone says her name.
So Maya makes Vin uncomfortable, huh? Let's find out why.
There's gonna be a debate at the beginning of next semester. A special little pissing match for Vin and me. Vin usually runs for Abraxas president unopposed. But if I had the right piece of dirt, I bet I could make him step down.
If I give her something juicy and then go to the other timeline, maybe I can listen in on Diamond confronting Vin? Vin gave a public statement about Maya, and I think Yasmin had something to do with it.
Like Yasmin asked him to give the statement?
That's the vibe I got. Do with it what you will.
I don't get it. Were Maya and Vin friends or something?
I'm not sure, but they definitely knew each other.
And Vin gave a statement about her death. What a pompous little piece of shit.
Just try not to go too hard on him, okay? He's not in the greatest place.
Relax. I'm not Loretta.
Can you do me a favor? Wait until I get out of here to bring this up with him.
You got it. I won't jeopardize your getaway.
This Vin's not going to tell me anything. Maybe the other one has looser lips. If I'm going to listen in on this conversation, I need to cross to the other side.
Так.
How can they have no record of him? They...
Мне как говорит, так это... Чё? Лучше собирать его про Олдермана, и чем дальше, тем больше странностей. Судя по всему, полиции Лекпорта вообще во всем Вермонте нет ни свидетелей детективе по имени Винсо Дорман никаких. Странно. Мягко говоря, апдейт по Олдермену, я уже думал, что ничего не найду, но оказалось, что в районе Лекпорта все-таки живет человек с такой фамилией. Странная статья 40-летней давности о вдове его по имени Марджори Олдерман. Сейчас ей должно уже 70 лет.
Would Alderman's mother know what happened to her son?
Так, ёб нихера себе. Через 2 будет новый выпуск. Я потерял уже 2 студентов. Они оба смелые, целеустремленные, невероятно талантливые. Не могу отделаться от мысли, что сделала для них слишком мало.
Cool. I'm a tired son.
Все вроде, да? Надо был выключенный.
How the hell do I get him to talk?
Так, другой винни, значит, нужно, да? Окей. Так, все, идет она. И реализуем.
No, because here's the thing. I didn't want to bring this up before, but I know about the statement you made. About Maya. Yasmin asked you to give that statement, didn't she?
That's an extremely fucked up thing to bring up.
Nobody expects the head of Abraxas to be Mother Teresa, but they shouldn't be covering up details about someone's death.
All right, fine. You want to know what happened? After Maya died, Yasmin told me that if I stated on the record that Maya was troubled, you'd give me the job as her assistant.
Holy.
Why would anyone want to hear about what you had to say about Maya?
I don't know, Dinah, maybe because we were fucking friends? I met in one of Colmenaro's fiction classes and we clicked.
And you said that shit about her?
Shut up. You wanted a performance and now you're gonna kick it. I grew up without any money, okay? Most kids at Caledon don't get what that's like. And I'm not fucking stupid, okay? I'm not gonna make it as an actor. So yes, Yasmin promised me a stable, respectable job, health insurance. And I took it. And I cared about Maya. And it was a horrible thing to do, and I've regretted it ever since.
Then that's... I don't have to bring that up in the debate.
There's not gonna be a debate. I'm dropping out of the race.
You're just gonna let me be the head of Abraxas? Like that?
It doesn't feel very good in the end, does it?
Vin met Maya in Lucas's class. And he also knows something about the cow skull through Sophie's windshield, which conveniently made Lucas look guilty. If I can pressure the other Vin, maybe he'll tell me what the hell is going on here.
Так, ладно. Пойдем побеседуем теперь вот с этим. Ну?
He looks so composed. Let's hope what I've learned is enough to...
Давай беседовать.
I know you're busy. Give me just a minute of your time.
This better be worth it.
Конечно, важно. Очень важно.
Yasmin gave you this job as a favor, didn't she? For talking to a reporter who was writing about Maya's death?
Didn't your parents ever teach you to not bring up people's dead friends for no reason?
There is a reason. I promise.
Please, enlighten me.
It might not make a lot of sense, but I'm trying to help someone. And that means learning about Maya.
Maya's been dead for years now. She can't help you or anyone else.
Just go with me for a second, okay?
All right.
You said in your statement that Maya was troubled. But that wasn't true, was it? Vin, what really happened?
Ask Lucas Colmenero. It all started in his class. He has Maya's blood on his hands.
You're not saying Lucas
Killed her? Not literally, but... The man deserves every misfortune that befalls him.
Like, for example, if Safi suspected him of tossing a cow skull through her windshield?
No more free secrets. I have a reputation to protect.
I guess I could reveal one of the other secrets I know.
Ну да, то, что я не хочу ЛГБТ.
You and Safi had a thing, didn't you?
One, information I already know isn't exactly thrilling. Two, I'm dying to know how you figured that one out. Because I'm confident it wasn't Safi.
I saw a photo on your phone.
Remind me not to underestimate you.
All right. So was the cow skull you or not?
Yes.
Зачем?
So, why?
I mean, you've seen a pissed off Safi before. She's like a force of nature. When I heard her book got squashed, I seized an opportunity to aim her at a deserving target.
So you were what? Protecting Gwen?
That's as much as you get. And now I really do have to get back to work. But, Caulfield, whatever the real reason is for you digging up old history, be respectful to Maya. She suffered enough while she was alive.
Понял. То есть вон она что, да, тут какая многоходовочка тут взаимоотношений всех со всеми.
My door's always open. Come on in. I want to show you something.
Ну, а ты у нас шо?
Looks like someone had a party foul.
What? Oh, it's just coffee. I'm a little preoccupied.
А где кофе? Грязный ковер, как грязный ковер.
Aw, cute.
My son gave that to me a few years ago. I just dug it out of storage. Ah, are you familiar with Araucaria forests? They're all over southern Chile.
I'm not. They look beautiful, though.
Well, next time the wanderlust hits you.
I don't recognize the name.
Oh, that. A fan sent it to me. He's quite famous, actually. Do you follow much football?
Not really.
Так, что-нибудь еще может быть? Так, да побеседуем тогда уж. А что, нельзя за сюда, да?
get you to tell me about Maya.
Что ж, да спрашивать.
What did you want to show me?
Take a look at that.
This is actually a really cool shot. I hope Robbie's doing okay.
Что-нибудь еще?
A pen so fancy I'd be nervous to write with it. Looks like Lucas has been having some late nights.
Надо смотреть, сколько тут чашек. Так, судебный запрет.
Holy shit, he actually did it. Did I make the right choice? Should I have told Sophie about this?
Ну, когда она узнает, она и так узнает.
A movie? Holy shit. Now I don't have to read the rest of the book.
У меня отличная новость. Киностудия хочет приобрести права на зверей пострашнее. Скоро напишу подробности и расскажу, что от тебя потребуется. Пока ждем недооцененный укротитель писателей Сэмюэл Нель. Что-нибудь еще, может быть?
Did I make the right choice? Should I have told Sophie about this?
Так, а все, тут на бумажку указывал. Вот две бумажки, типа. Кинцо и судебный. Все вроде.
It's a temporary one. I bought myself 2 weeks to find some solid evidence. I know you may not be thrilled. Sophie's your friend. But it's giving me a lot of peace of mind, so thank you.
You don't have to thank me. It was none of my business. Shouldn't have been looking through your stuff in the first place.
I don't disagree. But no harm done. But I'm sure that's not why you came to my office. How can I help you, Max?
Зачем
I
сначала?
don't mean to pry, but I
Сначала пойдем.
couldn't help seeing that email from your agent.
Oh, no worries. It's an incredible feeling. Getting chosen for the big screen. About time, right? Just don't tell people yet. Okay, Max? These sorts of things, they have to be announced properly. I'm thinking at Krampus.
Krampus?
Probably. I have a call with my agent later. I'll get the details then.
Руби.
How's Robbie doing?
Still angry with me, but we're making progress. I canceled a few things to go to his taekwondo match. I think it made him happy.
Выставка.
Why aren't you at that Burlington book event?
The book expo? I pulled out. Didn't seem important, what with everything happening to Robbie and all this.
И Майя.
I was wondering, what can you tell me about Maya Okada?
Why do you ask?
Сами знаете.
Surely you know why I'm asking. Better than anyone else.
I'm afraid I don't, actually. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a phone call to take with my agent, so if you could see yourself out.
Sure.
Ладно. Тут есть телепорт. Так легко тут я ничего не найду. Давай, выруби.
Well, that was a bust. Won't be able to snoop around in here either.
Зато я пороюсь, когда он уже будет.
Jeez, Caledon. Is that necessary?
Я замок тут повесили, что это. Фиг так откроешь, да? Фиг так просто его взломаешь. Так, войти. Ну.
All right. Let's see what I can find about Maya.
Главное, чтобы нас тут никто не видел.
Do you have something for me, Mr. Filing Cabinet?
Так, давай осматривать.
These folders are all from this year. I doubt I'll find anything about Maya. The Scholes Award for Literary Excellence. They're handing out typewriters now for writing books. Pretentious, shiny, and probably hasn't typed a word in years. Kinda like Lucas.
Да, вот так вот.
How'd they get in here? Jesus, some of these items are priceless. I've got a lot on my plate. I don't need this right now. Where the hell's Yasmin? Where's security?
First Gwen's slashed tires. Now Lucas's office? What's going on in this timeline? Guess normal drip just doesn't cut it for Professor Colmenero.
Так, что-нибудь еще может быть?
Poor devil. Banished to the hell from whence he came.
Так, да теперь стол осматривать.
That's probably his ex-wife. They look really happy. Surely there's something good in here.
Так, открывай.
Looks like a fun read. I didn't know Lucas did fun.
Так, ну давай вон тут еще это, предварительный экземпляр.
Seems like at least one student remembers Lucas fondly. World's okayest dad. Might be the first time Lucas didn't oversell himself.
Так, а что-нибудь еще может быть? Надеюсь, что-нибудь в кабинете.
Don't think I've ever seen this sort of tree in the wild.
А мы тут это открывали вообще?
That's a lot of junk. But maybe what I need is somewhere in there.
Ну, как много всего-то.
Yasmin did one of these? Yasmin did one of these?
Праздничная вечеринка.
Oh. That could definitely be Maya Okada.
Мне даже не верится, что сам Лукас Колменеро предлагает мне помощь. Завтра покажу вам все, что успела написать, пока не придумала, как двинуть историю дальше, так что буду благодарна за советы. Скорее бы услышать ваше мнение. Еще раз спасибо, МО. Модный
Maybe he
журнал.
reads it for the articles.
Да, будем надеяться.
Whoa, why were Lucas and Maya meeting so much? This can't be a repeat of what happened at my high school. One time was far too many.
Типа Джефферсон, да, типа? Да, тут моя кады дохерища. Блин, как нам так повезло, что, блин, тут первое открылись сразу столько всего. Моя када, моя када, моя када, моя када, када. Я прям очень часто с ней. 6, 8, 10, 13, 15, 17.
I didn't realize just how much Lucas's book has resonated with people.
Так, Календонский университет, уважаемый профессор Кальвенеро, рада сообщить, что в марте Календонский клуб будет обсуждать вашу книгу «Звери пострашнее». Так, любимая книга, хочу разделить ее восторг. Я латиноамериканка. Ничего интересного.
Well, this at least confirms Maya took his class.
Калейдон. Имя моя када. Вот она. Нижняя. Софи Левертон, Винь Лэнг и моя када. Вот они вся троица это.
Well, this at least confirms Maya took his class.
Все на первом курсе. Вся троица на первом курсе была.
Of course, Lucas is the type of asshole that makes you buy his own book for class.
Так, введение в художественное творчество, учебный план на осенний семестр, преподаватель Лукас какой-то, индивидуальные консультации, баллы 4, необходимые учебные материалы. Литературное творчество для будущих писателей Лукас Кальменери, проекты и практические работы 60%, тесты 20%, активное посвящение 10, домашнее задание 10. 10 абсолютно запрет на плагиат. Если обнаружится, что вы выдали чужую работу за свою, вы получите 0 баллов и будете лично отчитываться перед директором. Вас могут отстранить от занятий или исключить из учебной группы. Все. В смысле, тебе это не хватило, что ли, вот этого вот списка? А что еще есть? Надо смотреть-то. Ой. Не, серьезно, а что конкретно ты еще хочешь тут увидеть? Ничего больше тут нету. Блин, ну говорят, тут только здесь надо осмотреть.
This is it. Let's see what he's hiding. No, Lucas. Sounds like a great time to take a look around inside.
Ладно, по порядку тогда пойдем.
The Shoals Award for Literary Excellence. Their guess normal drip just doesn't cut it for Professor Colmenero. Seems like at least one student remembers Lucas fondly. That's probably his ex-wife. They look really happy here. What a strange place to find a key. Must be significant.
Ключ. Теперь замок. Ага, отсюда вижу.
This cabinet has a lock, and it's big enough to hold a few secrets.
Так, давай открывать.
Nope.
Не. Здесь ничего нету. В столе тоже ничего нету. Так, он попробую открыть.
Doesn't fit.
Так, что значит еще есть? Может, за картиной? Не, вряд ли.
I've ever seen this sort of tree in the wild.
За картиной тоже ничего нету. Так, ищем.
There's a little lock on that drawer.
А, это у нас это?
I didn't know typewriters.
Тут тоже можно открыть. Ничего себе есть. Тайный этот. Тайная шкатулка.
That's not what I was expecting.
Что у нас там?
Wait, a million miles beneath my feet? I know this. Maya wrote this.
Миллионы миль у меня под ногами. Ну, короче, это литература.
Come on, there's gotta be a copy in here. Maybe 10 of them.
Ты хочешь сравнить эту вот рукопись и вот с этой книжкой? Так, это у нас оригинал. Ну, точнее это. Акада.
Holy shit. It's the same.
Зверь поднялся на лапу, установился на меня. Мы с ним стали единым целым. Я всегда был этим зверем, но это случилось позже. Зверь пробудился, словно посмотрел на меня. Мы с ними стали единым целым. Я всегда была этим зверем. Но это случилось позже, а тогда я тряслась от холода морозным январским утром. Ну да. Оригинал.
Finn was right. Lucas does have blood on his hands. This is what I've been missing this entire time. I have to talk to Sophie.
Вон что, да, будем рассказывать, оглашать.
Sophie, hey.
Историю оригинал.
Stay strong, Habibdi. You know where to find me.
something wrong?
Oh, you want to talk to me now? I've got nothing to say to you.
Sophie,
What? Did you spread my business to someone else? Dig up a couple more clues?
Shit. She knows I've been asking questions. I'm not sure who you've been talking to, but I have a good reason.
Oh, you have a good reason. Well, in that case, what's your good reason, Max?
I'm worried about you. I think there might be someone that means you harm.
Yeah. Me too. I don't have the energy for this. I think you should leave me alone for a while. Maybe a long while.
Да пиздец просто. Просто пиздец. Опять тут недовольные, да?
I spent so many nights like this when I was on the road. Diners, bars, hotels. I liked being alone then. At least, I think I did. Chloe's probably partying. She'd pick up for me. But it's not up to her to take care of me anymore. I can't just sit here feeling sorry for myself. I need some company.
Ладно, давай на
I
этом
could ask
закончим.
Amanda to help me drown my sorrows.
Давай-ка пока на этом закончим и тормознем стрим. Если мы сейчас тормознем, то скорее всего мы, в следующий стрим как раз, скорее всего, главу закончим уже полностью. Так что давай на этом тормознем. Спасибо за просмотр. С вами был Виктор. Всем пока.